Americans are now somewhat less likely to blame the oil companies directly for the rising price of gasoline than they were last year. This comes in response to a question that we asked both in May of '07 and just recently in May of '08. Why is the price of gasoline going up so much? Now, last year, 34% of Americans said it was because of price gouging, windfall profits by the oil companies, but this year that's down to just 20%. So we've had a 14-point reduction in the top-of-mind reaction from the average American consumer that it's the oil companies to blame directly. Well, if Americans aren't blaming the oil companies now for the high price of gasoline, who are they blaming? Well, it's actually a wide variety of reasons given by Americans for why the price of gasoline is going up, kind of all over the board. You see some of the reasons in front of you there. Increased supply and demand, Americans are not conserving, then problems with refineries, the Middle East war is mentioned by some Americans, no regulations or not enough regulations, government involvement, crude oil prices, shortage of oil, too much dependence on foreign oil, and 6% of Americans say that it's because speculators are driving up the price of gasoline. Bottom line out of all of this, I think, 2 points worth reiterating. One is, in a broad sense, Americans are not coalescing on just one blame source for the high price of gasoline. In other words, there's not one dominant reason that comes to mind when you ask the average American why the price of gasoline is going up. Reasons are kind of all over the board. And second, as mentioned, Americans are a little less likely now than they were last year to say it's the oil companies per se that are gouging the public as the main reason for the increased price of gasoline. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup poll.